Oh, there we go. Get it out. Get it all out, Carl.
Oh, what a day.
All right, we're here at a very empty but ready to open La Cubana.
Yes.
On 15th Street and...
Between 9th and 10th.
Yeah, between 9th and 10th. And opening day is around the corner. We've been talking about this restaurant, Carl, for close to a year at this point.
Yeah.
And it's finally here.
It's finally here. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't get angry at this, but people that live like in Oklahoma on my Twitter and on my Instagram or wherever they live, why do they keep asking when it's going to open? It's not like they're going to come here.
How do you know?
Well, because I know they're not.
They're excited for you.
I go on their Instagram, they got a picture of their 88 Firebird. They're not coming to New York City.
Why are you bothered that someone in
I
Oklahoma
don't know
is
why it
excited
bothers
for you?
me. I don't know. It shouldn't bother me, but it bothers me.
They're excited for you. You got fans all over the country.
I understand, but it's like every tweet. When is it opening?
Because they're anxious and they want to see you succeed, I bet.
Okay.
Or they want to see you fail.
I think I want to see it fail. Oh, my God. What a year on fucking Twitter, man.
You think?
Oh, I like the haters. It's like a group of haters that were like, he's not opening a restaurant. And then they start seeing pictures. They're like, it's going to suck.
Right.
And then you can't win.
Right.
It's awful.
I'm kind of staying off the social more and more lately.
Yeah, I had a
More and
meltdown
more.
on Twitter.
I saw your meltdown on Twitter.
I fucking had it. I had it.
What was your line? Because your skin is a lot thicker than mine.
You know what it was? It wasn't the trolls. It was just I had some issue with a comedian, and that was a fucking. And there's nothing worse than I hate, unfunny professionals.
Because then you know they're just hating.
Yeah, like it's just like, come on.
Because the funny part about hating is if you hate with something that's funny, you get confused. Like, wait a minute, maybe they're just trying to have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But if there's no humor behind it, they're just going in for the big
nothing.
fuck you.
Yeah, it's just like, there's nothing worse than a pro comedian just being normal angry. Like, that's not fair. I'm like, ew.
Well, what happened?
Oh, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it.
I know I was involved, and I'm like, what happened?
What happened? It's just bullshit, man. It's like
everyone was blaming me. I'm like, I had nothing to do. Whatever. We don't have to talk about it.
I'm not gonna break my hand trying to kill a mosquito.
Right. Well, there's always drama.
Yeah, there's always.
Let's just put it that way. But wow, man, the place is looking really, really nice.
Yeah, we did our soft opening.
How did that go?
It's good. Sherrod ate for 4 hours straight.
Did he really?
Oh my God.
Did he bring his own party?
He literally, it was like a party within a party. Sherrod had his own opening night inside of my opening night.
Do you expect anything less from Sherrod?
I no, I love him, man. Sherrod was like, literally, I walked down from the kitchen, and he's just sitting there, like, seating people, telling people to enjoy.
How many things did he order? I need to know.
I think he came with 4 people.
Yeah.
And we had 20 things on the menu.
Yeah.
And he had 20 things.
You had to try everything.
Yeah. Some things twice.
Right. So, the soft opening was last week. And what do you try to get out of that? You just
I don't like doing them.
Are you giving the place a test drive at that point?
I did it to meet girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's kind of stupid to do it.
I hate him.
Why?
Because you give away shit for free. No one really tells you the truth. Everyone's like...
Well, whoever goes to a soft opening of a restaurant, of course they're going to come right up to you and go, "Oh my God, it's great."
There was one guy, one table 90. They don't know who that is, but I know who that is. I know people by numbers what table they are. And the guy, we did an avocado salad, and he complained that there wasn't enough avocado in the soft opening.
Wow, and everything's free.
And fucking, I go, Freddie, table 90. Who the fuck is that? He's like, I don't know, some fucking deadbeat lunatic. I said, he just complained there was not enough avocado. He goes, "Oh, great, no more food for him." The guy just was with his salad for 3 hours, just sitting at the table,
wondering when the next thing was coming. And
and nothing ever. And the waiter would keep ordering stuff from the waiter, and the waiter would be like, "Yeah, sure, no problem," and come upstairs and be like, "90s ghosts, 90s ghosts." Like there's no ticket.
So you come to a soft opening, which is friends and family basically.
And he complained right off the bat.
And you don't have to pay for anything.
Nothing, free drinks, free band.
Right.
We had a lady slicing pata negra ham.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And the guy had a problem.
And he had a problem with his avocado salad.
Yeah, and we starved him out.
Good for you, Carl.
Well, one good thing about this team that I'm opening with is they're all fucking hardcore New Yorkers. So they're like, friends and family, you're a bug. Like, there's nothing you can.
Right.
So it was good. We had a good time, and everybody got to know each other a little bit. So that was fun, and there's a lot of girls here. That was nice. You know me, I like the girls.
Yeah, you kind of like the girls, but you got to make sure this thing works.
Yeah. I got nervous there for a little bit.
Why?
Well, like when the first order came in, we're like, all right, we did it. Like we high-fived, and then 100 orders came behind it. We're like, no! We were supposed to do 48 people.
Right.
We did 107.
Wow.
So we did double. We weren't ready.
Yeah.
And, so my new cooks, the deer in the headlights, they were frozen. Yes, chef. No, chef, but nothing's cooking.
They were panicking.
I need 1,000 empanadas, motherfuckers. And they'd be like, yes, chef, and just stare at me.
Right.
I'm like, turn around, put them in the fryer. Like, that's what the instructions were. Open the refrigerator, get the empanada, put it in your hand, put it in the fryer.
And they're just blink, blink, looking at you,
blink,
hoping that
blink.
you could save them.
And then my sous chef got into, in his zone, when he broke, what he does is just yell.
Right.
But then nothing's happening.
Yeah.
So he's yelling at other people that are frozen.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Where are the empanadas?" I'm like, "They're fucking nowhere. Stop. Go fucking put them in the front. Can someone please?" It was like Private Ryan. Everybody froze.
Everyone froze?
Everybody froze.
See, this is the ins and outs of opening a restaurant that most people don't know about. They just assume it's a smooth process, but now I obviously probably you're figuring out who's going to stay and who's going to go in the kitchen. Who's going to stay and who's going to go as far as the wait staff?
I fired 2 people during the opening.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You just said this
I
ain't
said,
happening.
"You're gone. You're gone."
That was it.
That's it, man. Like Xanos. Boom. I snapped my finger. You're gone.
Wow. Did they just leave in the middle of it?
Leave the line, please. You are not working here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
One was because he sucked, and then
yeah.
the other one was little. He thought he was going to run the Spanish Union back there.
Oh, really?
So I whacked him right in the middle.
He was already unionized?
Yeah. He was like, I was like, you're not going to work. And the other guy's like, "Hey, man, that's my friend." I'm like, "Boo, you're out of here." Like, it was just 1-2.
Wow.
And then, like, it's like, you got some, like, seasoned guys up there. Mm-hmm. Like, my salad guy's on the other side, so he's watching everything happen.
Right.
And he's Haitian. So as he's making sounds and the 2 get fired, he's like, "Adios."
So the beauty of this thing with the soft opening, everyone down here is enjoying really nice cocktails, nice appetizers, nice
All the
music,
candles, live music,
a nice ambiance, dare I say.
People are losing their jobs.
And upstairs, everyone's just screaming and yelling, frozen.
Everybody's frozen.
You're yelling.
"I cut my hands. I got burned. I don't know what to do.
Where's the first aid kit?"
Oh, 2 people with the fucking Band-Aids and shit. I'm like, "Don't bleed in the fucking food, you child."
And down here, it's just like...
And everybody down here like, "Hey, amigos."
Right.
Sherrod's having his little bar mitzvah.
And upstairs, it's like the zombies attack.
In the middle, the best is...
Yeah.
in the middle of that whole thing going on.
Yeah.
Nick Solaris comes upstairs. He's like, "The pina colada's delicious." I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Nick. I'm losing people. Like, I'm bleeding.
Well, you simply told me, you said, that's not the night to hang out.
I told you. I
Yeah.
said, "Listen, you want to really be my friend? Don't come."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because online people are like, "Why aren't you at the soft opening?"
I honestly told you not to come.
Because I went fishing, to be honest with you. You know what I was hoping for? I was going to get a 20-inch plus striped bass. And I was going to bring it in a big cooler on ice.
That would have been awesome.
And
then I was my service. Here comes Opie with a fish.
No, I wasn't going to do it in the soft opening. But
Brain.
Stunt brain. Stunty.
Stunty was here.
Yeah.
He's hitting the bottle a little heavy.
You think?
Stunty. Yeah.
Wait, you're noticing that?
Me. I'm noticing this. Stunty's getting a little heavy with the pours. A little stunty.
Did he take a breath when he was talking to you?
Well, no, I mean...
He's a bit wordy.
He came, he was, the soft opening started at 7. He was here at 4:30.
Just bothering you.
So then I started doing the stairs,
right.
up and down, and he sat down. After a little while, I burnt him out.
We learned that on a past podcast. When Carl's bothered by someone, he just walks them until they tire out.
Yeah, I walk them like a dog, and then they get tired.
Up and down, because it's I don't know, it's 2 or 3 stories here upstairs, depending on what level you're on. So.
And he came and he brought me some booze. It was a nice guy.
Nice.
He's a nice guy. You know, he had a lot of questions.
I'm kind of bummed because I went to my local liquor store to get you a bottle of bourbon.
Right.
And my regular guys weren't there, and I don't drink bourbon. And the guy
got me Blanton's. It's delicious.
Is it good? Because the guy had no clue. So
it's one of the originals.
Is it one of the originals?
Blanton's is one of the original bourbons.
What could you tell me about it? What's that?
I don't know.
Aye.
Oh, that's the painter.
Oh.
He's like, he's Australian and he sounds like a gay Rip Thorne.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. So he's talking to his dog.
What do you mean he's talking
to the housekeeper and the dog, Scruffy.
Wait, he's FaceTiming instead of working?
Yes.
How do you say get back to work in Spanish?
He's from Australia, Opie.
Get back to work.
There you go. Koala.
Vegemite.
Stop it now.
Men at work.
Oh, God, you're the worst. Midnight Oil.
Oh, Midnight Oil. Nice.
Good band.
I'll go AC/DC.
They're from Australia?
I think so. Right?
What's the name of that animal that's like very photogenic?
Koala?
No. Everyone wants to take a picture with it. It has like a smile on it. It's like a little rodent.
Koala?
Yep, it's a koala.
Is it an Australian animal?
I think so, or New Zealand. I don't know.
What does it look like?
It looks like a little rodent, but it's got a smile on its face.
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. So what else about the soft opening?
So that was good. I mean, I got rid of 2 people. Fired a waiter. One waiter, he was just awful. Our POS system, our computers weren't up.
Right.
So we had to hand write everything. And I said, you got to write neat. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he gives me a ticket. It literally looked like graffiti.
How?
I'm like, bro, it's a 15 top. That means 15 people.
Right.
And it was just spelled atrociously. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, I have 100 people downstairs, and you're writing gibberish on this piece of paper.
He
goes, bro, calm down, bro.
No.
It's our first day. I said, holy shit, you're fired.
Our first day?
Our first day. This waiter, bro, calm down, bro.
Bro, it's our first day.
First day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you put a lot of blood and sweat into this place.
Yeah, you showed up an hour ago.
Cubes has been at this for no less than 8 months.
I literally fired. He turned into dust.
And it's his first day in the establishment.
Bro, calm down, bro. It's our first day. You're fucking dead.
How old is he?
A bro age, like 21,
well, that's
25,
why.
Yeah.
No, that's why. I would say anyone under the age of 25 doesn't know how to write.
No.
Because they just text everything out.
That's true.
They don't know how to write.
That's funny. I never even think of that.
Yeah, man. Cursive is going away. Cursive is literally going away.
I used to like cursive. That was nice, right?
Yeah.
Remember, like, chicks used to write you letters and they were all nice?
You got chicks to write you letters in cursive?
Yes.
Really?
You didn't?
No.
Oh, jeez, you dated some shit.
Oh, wait, I had a long-distance relationship, and we wrote letters back and forth.
There you go. I told you that happened to you.
And back then, you couldn't wait. You would check your mailbox every day.
Are you kidding me?
I was an 18-year-old idiot, and my first girlfriend up there was from Utica, and we would write letters all summer long.
Boo.
Well, it was before computers, so that was the only way you could communicate. And then my parents wouldn't let me. They would let me call her like once a week.
Wow.
Long distance charges, brah.
That's expensive, brah.
It's very expensive, so you had to wait for the letter. And then old school.
And were they long letters?
Long letters. You had to use your imagination.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So.
And what'd you guys talk about? Like love and stuff?
Yeah.
Or like what did you do since the last letter?
Yeah. Goofy love shit. Yeah. Ugh. I know. What am I gonna do, brah?
My letters are like just girls like drawing pictures of their butt. Ignorant ass girls.
Yeah, I could draw boobies. Watch. Circle, little circle. And you see how the one boob's a little bigger than the other one.
Like a natural.
There you go. See?
Oh, you know who I went out with the other day? Gina.
You did.
Yeah.
Gina from the episode Who the Fuck Are You?
Exactly.
I love Gina.
She was fun.
What's she up to?
Well, she doesn't drink, but I do. So she just sat at the bar and watched me get lashed. I was hammered.
And what does she do?
She
just makes fun of you?
Yeah, she was just talking, and I couldn't even hear her.
Really?
I'm like, show me your butt. Let's make out.
By the way, I don't know if this paper straw thing is going to take off.
It's awful.
On my way to
La Cubana.
Last.
It doesn't last.
There's a tiny coffee shop on 15th Street.
It's great.
I mean, tiny.
Yeah.
It's the size of maybe a big walk-in closet.
It's a shame. We might go out of business because the construction. There's so many people.
You know the coffee place?
Yeah, I know. Tree or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
Google is across the street, and it's like the Death Star. They've got so much construction going on.
Right.
Because they bought the whole block.
Really?
So they own from 15th to from 9th to 8th.
Right.
The building is a whole city block.
Right.
And they do whatever the fuck they want.
Sure.
Like, hi, we're Google. We're ripping the street up and we're putting some cables in.
But it's my
nobody died coffee shop.
Right.
And so between that and their food services are up and running. So being a Google employee, it's almost like a concubine. It's weird. They have everything in that building. So there's like 12 different restaurants for the employees to
For real?
inside of Google.
See, they don't even share the wealth
No.
of New York City.
So
They keep it all for themselves.
Yeah.
So they're not really giving back to the community.
Nope.
You know the government is finally paying attention to Google and Amazon.
Well, they should because they're too big.
They're too big, and the government is starting to get a little nervous.
Well, because they could shape the government. They could do whatever they want.
Right.
Too much power.
Too much power. So the coffee guy's out because of Google?
Well, I talked to the coffee guy. He wasn't happy. He's like,
Well, he should be.
He's
out.
like, not only do they have 14 coffee shops inside there, so no one leaves. You got to see these people. There ain't no supermodels working at Google. Boy, there's some weird dudes, like a guy with a cape. You know what I mean? Like they're like nerds. You know what I mean? So he's got like a cape.
He
and
goes to work as Superman.
Yeah, he goes to work as like Super Grover from the Sesame Street. Like there's really big dorks in there, and I think Google figured this out, that these people aren't like city people. They're just like super weirdos. So they stay in the building all fucking day.
So they're getting from all over the country and saying, you just stay in our building, you'll be safe.
Yeah.
That's probably right. But look, man, I mean, I like to suck on my straw and bite it, and look, and now
I use my straw as dental floss.
Yeah.
But now you can't do it.
And it's so stupid because this paper straw is in a giant plastic cup. Isn't the plastic cup more of a problem than the straws?
We're in the city. We produce like, I don't know, what is it, 6 million pounds of garbage a day. The straw is not doing anything.
It's the dumbest thing.
It's
ever.
so dumb. This is complete oil to make this plastic.
Right.
That thing will be here for the next 600 years.
But these idiots, they're satisfied as long as they don't have a plastic straw.
It's just
so
virtue
stupid.
signal. It's so virtue signaling.
But look at this, Carl. Thank you for being you. You are amazing.
Ugh, I hate the world now. I hate it. It's so
Look,
not
a nice
real.
message for me right on the plastic cup.
Right.
That's going to end up in the ocean.
Yeah. There's going to be some dolphins shitting that thing out one day.
Anyway, so you're right around the corner, and I'm excited for you.
It's good, right?
You're ready to go. The menu is ready to go.
I'm dying.
You'll probably make some changes on it as you go.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm not
you usually
happy.
do.
I'm not happy with a lot of stuff on it, but we'll get there.
Nah, you're going to do just fine, man. I haven't seen you since my birthday.
You got the fader knife. That was nice.
It's gorgeous.
It is nice. Did you use it for anything?
I don't know what to use it on.
It's a chef knife. So whenever you're in the kitchen,
right,
use a cutting board, please. Don't use it on all that marble.
Can I cut my strawberries with it?
Yes, you can cut your strawberries with it.
All right. Is it?
How many strawberries?
What do you mean?
Your life is so much different than everyone I know. It's like you have your own life.
I kind of like it.
I would never even say that out loud.
What do you mean?
Can I cut strawberries with it? I would pretty much figure out that I could.
You're the only one that has figured out that I'm an introvert. I'm a hermit.
You are a hermit.
I like just being by myself.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I just don't know what to use the knife on.
Food.
Can I fillet a fish with it?
Yes, you can.
Will it be my fillet knife?
It can be.
All right.
It's a little rigid for filleting, but
right.
You want a flexible knife to get around the bones.
That's true. Do you remember? Oh yeah, okay. I got to read the text message from my son.
I love that kid.
Remember?
I liked when he met me and he figured out it's enough time with Carl, and he just walked into the building. And he awkwardly stared at me as the door closed. He just stared at me. I'm like, holy shit, that's little Greg Hughes.
So there you go. Now you know it's in my DNA. So don't get mad. It's just
he was
how
just
it is.
done with me. He's like, all right.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
No, what happened was, so Carl, for my birthday, he came up to give me the fetter knife. And I said, yo, you got to jump in the car. I got to get my kids. So I picked them up from school. And they were all excited because we watch Chef Carl on the Food Network. And my daughter was all about it. She was like, oh, my God. He's cool. In the car.
Yeah.
He's in the car right now, Mom. Anyway, I'm trying to find the text message. I guess me and my wife, wow, I didn't realize how much we text. We text a lot. Feminists answer probing sexual questions. Okay, then. Let's see. Hold on. Let me.
You send your wife fishing pictures?
Huh?
Jesus Christ.
No, that's. What?
Why? At what point do you think Lindsay cares about that stupid fucking fish?
She's had it with me in my fishing.
She can care less. And you just scrolled through your phone. You must have sent her 10 fishing pictures in a row. She's trying to live a normal life, and her Opie sending fishing pictures.
I'm sending her pictures of all my friends. All right, so yeah, you showed up. We went and got my kids. We hung out with them a little bit, and then we dropped them off. So as soon as we dropped them off, they had a lot to say to my wife about you.
Really?
They said, Carl wears a golden watch. I think Carl smokes. Why do you think that? Because rich people smoke.
That's really funny.
They noticed right away that you had a golden watch on.
It's funny what they see, right?
And then they noticed that you smoked because I guess you smelled like cigarettes.
Right.
I think Carl smokes. Why do you think that? My wife said, and they go, because rich people smoke, so they think you're rich.
Oh my God, are they so wrong?
So they must think I'm really poor.
No shit.
I don't smoke and I don't have a gold watch.
But you do have a gold watch. It's just in the closet somewhere.
Yeah, I do have a really nice.
Yeah, you got a nice Rolex.
Yeah, I got a nice Rolex. So
me, I have all my personal belongings on me at all times. I have all my worldly possessions within 5 feet of me at all times,
and that's it. Anyway, so that was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
See, I can't drink my coffee because of the stupid paper goddamn straw. But let me open the giant plastic lid so I can get to the rest of my iced coffee.
That's ridiculous. Those paper straws are absolute nonsense.
You missed a great podcast with Jackie the Joke Man.
He's funny, dude.
He was really bummed you weren't there to hang out and do steaks.
I like Jackie. He's really, really funny.
He's very, very funny.
He remembers a lot of jokes.
Well, that's his whole.
Yeah, that's his thing.
He better remember a lot of jokes.
Does he have a nice house?
Yeah. It's nice.
I mean, compared to your house.
It's nice.
Well, he's lucky he has a house with Howard Stern giving everybody tins of fucking popcorn for Christmas.
Howard Stern is really cheap. Let's just put it that way.
Oh my God, he single-handedly made SiriusXM have no money.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, Jackie's house is nice. It's right on the Long Island Sound, but I was expecting a bigger, nicer spread.
Those houses usually are
The only
small.
reason
They're
I'm
all
s-
like beach bungalows, right?
Yeah, that he pimped out. But I'm thinking like, wow, if Howard did the right thing, he would be in a nicer house. Howard never did the right thing for Jackie.
Never.
No. We got into it a little bit. It was nice.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was interesting because, what do you want to know about this?
I'll listen to the fucking podcast.
All right. I felt bad for Jackie because I could relate in a lot of ways. Because if you listen to the radio, back then, Jackie was a punching bag for the Howard Stern show. So all the fans just thought he was just some jerk off that drank a lot, and he was a punching bag for Howard and the rest of the crew.
Right.
But the fact is, he was the genius behind the comedy. And I asked Jackie about that. He kind of took the high road, but I'm like, how do you allow yourself to be portrayed as a punching bag, knowing that you were writing all the really funny lines for Howard Stern?
I didn't know that.
You didn't even know that.
No.
Oh, I mean, Howard tried to hide it as best he could. There were times like there would be guests that go, "Oh, Jackie just handed that line, Howard, or whatever," and Howard would dump out of any reference to Jackie handing him lines for the show.
He would dump out?
Yes.
That's a little crazy.
Yes. And in the end, Jackie wanted, a real raise, and Howard didn't go to bat for him. So.
That's nice. Jesus Christ.
I think what happened, though, was that, Jackie was getting a little frustrated and loud about the fact that he was writing all those lines for Howard. And what I think happened was Fred Norris, who's an awesome, really good guy and a really funny guy, he was also writing lines for Howard. So I think what happened there was Howard's like, you know what, Jackie's babbling a little too much about the fact that he's writing lines for me. Fred will never say a word. He knows his place, and he'll continue writing the comedy for me. So I think at that point, Howard's like, we got to let Jackie go, and Fred could continue writing me really funny lines, and Fred's not going to talk about it. That's my theory of the whole thing.
That sucks. Jackie was with them for a long time.
Yeah. So.
That's no good.
But he was very nice, and I got to be on his documentary.
What do you mean?
They're doing a giant Jackie the Joke Man documentary.
Who is?
Some company. It's going to be on Netflix in the fall.
Everything's on Netflix.
No, it's a giant
The
documentary.
only person that's not on Netflix is me.
It's going to be a giant documentary, and they go into everything with Jackie.
Oh, and you were there for it?
Yeah. You were supposed to be there.
I don't want to get this shit. What am I going to talk about?
Huh?
Empanadas? I'm not a comedian.
You can hang with Jackie.
Oh, I've had it with comedians.
Why?
Just keeps going back to that Twitter thing. I was so upset.
Why were you so upset?
Just because I hate people. I just don't like people. It was just opinion.
You finally got hit.
What do you mean?
You've been left alone all these years, and you got hit on the Twitter. People were attacking.
I know, right? Just 4 idiots, but if those 4 idiots made me fucking mad.
4 idiots with a lot of different accounts.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, but you don't really want to talk about it.
I am kind of talking about it.
Oh, you're talking around it.
Yeah, I'm talking around it. I just don't want to deal with it anymore.
Right.
I really don't. I just block people now. Like I used to try to work it out.
Right.
Now I'm like, ugh, you're a comedian with a giant problem. I'm done. That's it.
All right.
That's about it.
You're still not talking about it.
Well, we'll talk about it some other day.
Look at me pushing. I'm pushing because you're hinting.
No, I'm fine. I can't believe you send your wife pictures of you fishing.
She's 100 yards away when I send him.
I know.
When I
That's
send him the
so
pictures.
stupid. She's just sitting and watching TV, and her phone goes off, and there's Opie, pink, with the fucking picture of you holding a fish with a smile on your face. I've hung out with Lindsay enough to know that she does not give a fuck about you catching fish.
What do you mean, man? She wrote fatty.
Huh?
She wrote fatty to that picture.
She just wants you to stop.
I sent a picture and she wrote fatty.
Oh, my God.
Right?
It's a lot of pictures in a row.
No, not really. See, there's another one. That's her father catching a giant striped bass.
And you're sending her pictures of the whole family catching fish. I can't. I give up.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted with you.
Anyone,
it's like the same thing. Look at this.
anyone that catches a fish on the beach, I run up to him. I take a picture. I send it to my wife.
You're the worst, dude. I would be so annoyed with those pictures.
And then people get mad that the fish is out of the water. They get mad.
What do you mean? Oh, no. But there's someone for everything on social media.
Yeah.
The other day, I posted a picture of my kitchen squad, and here comes right off the top. What? No women in the kitchen?
Really?
I'm like, the women work during the day because they have families. You fucking, it's like they look for any little thing.
Right, of course.
But then you look at their lives, and they're just sad pieces of garbage.
Yeah. Well, all fishermen get the you're torturing the fish because you're taking a couple seconds to take a picture of the thing before you put it back in the ocean.
I don't think it wants to go back in the ocean.
Oh my God! It's happy that it gets a break.
I mean, there's things that like you throw that fish back in.
Right.
There's an animal that usually will cut it in half
Right,
within 30 seconds.
Right.
Like, what people don't realize the carnage that goes on in the ocean. These things are specific. Every fish is specifically designed to kill another fish.
Yeah.
And it's just a fucking bloodbath all fucking day.
You think it's nerve-wracking in
It
the ocean?
is. You go like, you see an octopus and it looks like a rock, and then it turns into something else, and then it eats, and it crushes something.
It turns into something that other fish think is friendly.
Yeah.
And then it attacks.
Yeah, there's one that this one thing, it looks like coral,
Right.
and then the other fish comes, and it just, these giant jaws come and just explode it.
So I think when I catch a fish and it's just hanging on the sand for a minute or two, it's probably like, oh, thank you for the break.
Yeah, it's on the sand
thank
like,
you.
wow.
Oh, thank you.
Thank God there was a shark chasing me for fucking 3 days.
Right. Can you hold me?
Exactly.
Can you hold me and hug me?
Yeah, like a fish's existence is fucking crazy.
Because as soon as you throw it back in the ocean, its brain is going,
Fuck, where am I? Exactly.
Right.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, imagine it's just what it sees all day. Like a killer whale flinging a harbor seal up 100 feet to eat it. Right. And you're holding it for 2 seconds. That's the first time anything's held this thing.
like, it's just whispering to you, thank you.
Thank you. Just leave me on the sand.
Thank you. Do you have a big tank in your house?
Oh, like I would be the happiest thing in the world just
I'll
sitting
be
in
your
a tub.
best pet you've ever had.
Exactly. I'll
Don't
do
throw me
tricks.
back in there. No.
Oh my God, it's so brutal, the ocean. Everything is designed, it's like a killer.
Yeah, and if you don't think it's brutal, all you have to do is walk along the shoreline,
Right.
and you'll see pieces of everything that washed up.
Half a starfish, that thing didn't make
right.
it.
Because the fish are violent too. They don't eat the whole thing. They just bite you in half and
they
move on
come
to
at
the
20
next
miles
thing.
an hour and cut you in half and just keep on their merry way.
I see all sorts of stuff on the shoreline, man.
Right.
Half of crabs, fish heads, just
And it doesn't matter what size. There's something that's going to eat you.
Exactly. So
Yeah, I think people move 30 seconds
you're
on the water.
torturing the fish.
You're torturing me with your stupidity.
You know, the fact is, I fish all summer. I'll catch no less than 300 fish this summer.
Huh?
No less. Mostly junk. Sea robins, dogfish. What else? Skates. Some of this stuff is good eats.
Skates is delicious.
But I don't know how to prepare this stuff, so I throw all of it back except for maybe 4 or 5 striped bass. I'll keep the entire summer. That's it.
That's good.
That's why it's so much fun when you finally catch a keeper.
Right.
You're like, I got one finally, and you celebrate it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So,
Keep doing it. Don't listen to these fucking people. Idiots.
dude, I got to ask you about a video that went viral today.
Okay.
You know, the PETA people and the animal rights activists.
Okay.
Do you know about this practice of boiling pigs alive? Is it a real thing? Supposedly, it's like a delicacy if you boil them alive.
I don't know anything about it.
There was a video online that brought me to my knees
Why is that?
because it was downright depressing.
Well, yeah, that's going to happen. What are you gonna do?
You've never heard of it though?
No, I've never heard. Actually, it's the first time I heard about it. That sounds a little violent, but what are you gonna do?
No, I understand. We got to get our our food from somewhere. I'm not that guy.
Right.
But this thing seemed to be like, what the fuck?
So
it's not a popular practice.
I've never heard of it.
Okay.
I don't know why they're boiling it.
It was I avoid all those videos usually, but every once in a while one squeaks through. Squeaks through.
I had to. My buddy brought me some hogs. You know, Tank Jackson.
Right. And I have no problem with that. Trust me.
He brought me some hogs, and I called Rocco DeSpirito, who has a restaurant down the street. And I said, "Yo, I got these beautiful pigs. You want one?" He goes, "Yeah." So I put it on my shoulder, and I walked.
I saw.
Oh my God, people's face.
Really?
People were like appalled. It's an animal. It's a dead animal that you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
Like, you're wearing that shirt. Barbecue lovers, this is what it is, you fucking asshole. Why are you freaked out?
Right.
It's just an animal.
Yeah, we like to ignore that shit until we see it.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, at the soft opening, this lady's like, does the fish have a face on it? I'm like, I hate you. I hate everything about you. Yes, it has a face on it. Everything you eat has a fucking face.
See, fish are the only thing that I don't feel bad for because, like I've said in past podcasts, it doesn't have eyebrows.
So you can't make an expression?
No.
Like surprise looking up at you and he kill it?
No. Evolution took care of fish's eyebrows many, many years ago.
You don't need eyebrows in the water.
Not in the ocean. Because there's fish.
You want to see as much as possible.
Right.
Because something's coming at 100 miles an hour.
Why do you think the fish eye has no real eyelid?
Because you can't sleep in the ocean. Something will fucking eat you.
You blink once, you're dead.
It is the most violent place on earth.
I want to just talk about how violent the ocean is.
The ocean is crazy. And things are specifically built to kill. Like, if you look at a shark, this fucking thing.
Right.
I mean, there's no nice evolved into this animal. This animal is a straight predator.
Yeah.
It kills everything.
It just has rows and rows of teeth just rotating.
Yeah, like teeth break because it's eating fucking 100-pound fish in half. And then he has another row of teeth. And then he has armor plating that goes over his eyes when he bites so that nothing pokes his eyes so he can kill you more efficiently. It has radar.
How does nature figure this out?
Nature's a son of a bitch.
Why isn't nature figuring out human beings? Every other animal on Earth is like perfect. You know what I mean? It's perfect as far as surviving and eating machines.
Right, but everything on Earth, like everything on land, has a cuddly side to it.
Yeah.
Like you'll see like a tiger.
Yeah.
Playing with the little baby cub tiger.
Right.
You could see that, right?
Sure.
They have and they play around but a shark gives birth and now there's two things that are eating you. Like it's just like it comes out of the shark and it's completely violent immediately.
It's already starting to eat.
Yeah, it already killed a little fish. Like it's unbelievable. The minute it starts, the minute it's on its own, it's an assassin. So now the mother has another assassin, and now they kill together, and then they breed and breed.
Why do you think turtles have hundreds and hundreds of baby turtles?
Because only one makes it.
And you see the videos where everyone's happy on the beach as all those tiny little turtles are going into the ocean.
Yeah, and everyone's clapping, yay! And then literally this animal's just waiting to eat all the fucking turtles. Right after that first little wave, when he moves his little turtle feet, smash!
If you turn off your cute little video, there's just carnage.
Oh my!
And maybe one makes it because it's able to hide in seaweed or something.
Yeah, and the mom turtle just leaves because she knows it's going to be depressing. Like it literally just like weakly goes into the ocean and just doesn't look back.
It turns its back on
it turns its back because it can't handle what's going to happen to all its kids.
I just wasted all this time giving birth to 300 baby turtles, and maybe one's gonna make it.
I mean, it's just unfucking believable. The ocean is relentless.
That's
hilarious. It has no.
But then then you get people on social media. Put the fish back in the ocean.
Those people.
You're torturing it.
Oh God.
And then they're probably tweeting from Red Lobster or something. Right?
Funny. I know, right?
You want to see something else cool?
What's that? Another seal that got fucking crushed?
Let's see. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, look at this. Look at that badass. Black bear.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a huge black bear.
Oh, he's big.
That's in my brother's backyard.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that cool?
Bears are pretty cool. They don't fuck with you, really.
That's what I tried to tell my wife. She didn't believe me. Black bears, they'll leave you alone for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go up to it and pet it, but it's
No, I wouldn't do that, but it's like a big dog, you know what I mean?
It's
They
the
get
brown
spooked.
bears. The brown bears.
The grizzlies,
don't
the
fucking
Kodiaks.
play.
Polar bears, those are some mean killing machines, boy.
Unless you're at the Central Park Zoo.
Then they're okay.
No, they had an OCD depressed polar bear. Look it up online.
Get the fuck out of here. Only in New York.
It had OCD too. It would go back and forth all day.
Oh, my God.
All fucking day. And then they decided it was depressed on top of it.
So you had OCD and depression? Right. Where the fuck did they get this junk bear?
He was there forever, man.
Put him in the Shark Tank.
And then I think the thing finally died, and that was it. So for the OCD depressed polar bear.
That's like in my town. There's a bear.
Yeah.
Called Petals.
Petals?
His name was Petals the bear, and he would walk on all two and like know how to wave and everything.
Yeah.
So you got to look it up, right? So the town, like, they gave a proclamation. They love this fucking bear.
Yeah.
First day of hunting season,
Yeah.
some guy put a bullet right in his fucking head.
I heard about that.
Everybody's like, they got Petals. Petals got hit.
Petals got hit.
I don't know why I enjoyed that so much, but I did because it was just like the local news with the reaction, like, well, Petals, like, everyone's sad, and there's some hunters like, fuck it,
Right.
Because there's like, it was the first one they killed during the season,
Yeah.
because he's standing up and waving.
If you're a bear and you stand up and wave, you probably deserve to get shot.
Put him right one in the head.
Wow,
And there's Petals thinking it's like a trick.
Right.
Hey, everybody.
Hi,
Oh, they're going to give me
everybody.
dried corn. Fucking right here. Go, boom. A fucking 308 right to the skull. Night, night, Petals.
I'm just your friendly neighborhood bear.
I'm Petals.
I'm Petals.
All the kids love Petals.
They probably sold merch.
There's Petals shirts and everything. And he was like always on the news. Oh, Petals, we saw Petals. And he's waving. And fucking first day of hunting season, they just ended it.
Petals is thinking, this is my chance to finally interact with humans.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to be nice to humans. Boom, bullet.
Boom.
You're done.
Here, I found it. So here's the OCD polar bear. You got to just, I know it's a visual, but you can look it up on YouTube and check it out for yourself. If I could get some Wi-Fi in La Cubana as I hang out with Carl Ruiz.
It's funny already.
Look at the president. It's in 85 degrees.
Oh, my God.
It just does this over and over, over and over again. Yeah, it was known to be the OCD polar bear in Central Park. Actually, everyone got depressed when the thing finally died.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
And it just goes in circles?
over and over again.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so
His face, looking at all the people like, I hate this shit.
put me back on an iceberg.
I just want to be on a fucking iceberg away from all you fucking maniacs.
I'd rather be on a sheet of ice in the middle of nowhere.
I would agree with zoos, really.
Huh?
I find zoos sad.
Well, they're sad, but but at least those animals know they're safe.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I guess.
You ever go to the Bronx Zoo
Yeah.
and they show the old cages?
What do you mean?
Well, they have a section of the Bronx Zoo where it's all the old cages, and you realize, wow, our ancestors didn't play. You want to see a tiger, you're going to see a tiger because it's going to be in a 10 by 10 enclosure.
Oh, really?
And they have the old cages lined up, and now it's like there's birds and plants in them and stuff, but you realize how far we've come with that shit.
Yeah, we were little.
Right.
People didn't give a fuck back then.
No.
It was like, there's a tiger. They're fucking prodding it and shit and tying it. And
Well,
with
I
a
think
chain.
they had how do I say this? They had like an African American on display.
Shut up.
You don't know this?
No.
Oh my God, this is part of our terrible history. How do I look it up? I gotta find this.
I'm not doing it.
Zoo. What do I put in the Google? Wait, Google's right outside. Yo, Google! Zoo, African, kid. Do I go exhibit? Let's see. You never heard of this one? There you go.
Oh, boy.
How do you say that name?
His name is Otabenga?
Otabenga. All right. Yeah, and it was the Bronx Zoo. This is how far we've come. All right. Otabenga, 1883. He died in 1916, so he was only 33 years old. Was a Congo pygmy man known for being featured in an anthropology exhibit at the Louisiana Purchase Exposition in St. Louis, Missouri in 1904, and in a human zoo exhibit in 1906 at the Bronx Zoo. He was on display at the Bronx Zoo. Benga had been purchased from African slave traders by the missionary.
Shit.
He accompanied. Later at the Bronx Zoo, Benga had free run of the grounds. Before and after he was exhibited in the zoo's monkey house.
No!
Yes, except for a brief visit with Vernon to Africa after the close of the St. Louis Fair, Benga lived in the United States, mostly in Virginia, for the rest of his life. But he was an actual exhibit at the Bronx Zoo.
That's so fucking weird.
Well, we've come a long way, don't you think?
We have come a long way.
So,
I wouldn't mind being an exhibit. I mean, it looks like he got to hang out.
yeah, the run of the place.
Yeah, the run of the place.
What does
that mean?
I don't know.
Like he just slept out there at night with the tigers and shit?
Well, I would assume. I would assume he didn't have a bed, because that would be too realistic. They probably made him sleep outside.
Oh, look, because he was part of the exhibit.
Right,
That makes sense. Yeah, you want to see him in his natural environment.
Yeah, so.
Good old Benga. Jesus Christ.
Isn't that insane?
We've done so much better than that.
Well, we're trying.
Oh, no. Just give us a shot. You know what I mean? Take it easy.
Right. Take it easy on us.
Imagine one of these snowflakes was alive back in 1914. I was like walking around with just...
Oh, like a time travel?
Yeah, like some sent of snowflakes back when everybody's in blackface and saying crazy shit.
Where everyone's living separated.
You know, like husbands just face slapping their wives in the middle of the restaurant. Shut up! Smash!
I just want to get a job.
Yeah. Like just men dragging women out of the cars and throwing them into the street. Like,
why is it funny? It's so...
men just walking around just grabbing asses. If the woman is hot, rapes in alleyways, like just craziness. I imagine just a snowflake's face.
Oh, the shock.
The shock, like the fucking bar's full of men just fucking oogling women and
right.
spitting on people.
Screw that, just the workplace.
Just the workplace. Just put them in an office.
Hey,
doll!
Just pinching heinies.
Just pinching heinies on this fucking... You just see the triggered snowflake just... Cops grabbing women's ass, laughing, all smoking in the cop car, drinking.
Just yanking perps out of their houses.
Just fucking punching black people in the face, just regardless of what's going on. The segregation, like the bathrooms, colored only, like all that.
Jesus.
Just watch these snowflakes just explode.
That should be a Netflix series.
Imagine that. Just go back there and like send back a snowflake and just be like, I can't believe you did it to a woman. And the guy from the 20s just slaps her right in the face. Shut up, you dumb broad. Puts out a cigarette on her forehead.
And goes back to work.
Just goes back to his typewriter.
Snowflake's looking around for help.
No, everybody's shaking their head.
Nope.
Look at this crazy lady.
Right. Go back to whatever planet you're from.
That's so funny. So that's definitely that would be I would enjoy that to watch.
You would enjoy that.
Cause shit was fucking crazy back then.
Well, yeah, we've come a long way, man.
I mean, just the amount of, because back then there wasn't even DUI. Like everyone was just drunk in a fucking Ford, just fucking meandering all over the fucking place.
I'm old enough to remember that the cops would leave you alone.
Yes, cops would give you a ride home.
They would leave. Well, the thing to do on Long Island was the cop would take your keys. and say I'll give them back at the end of my shift, which was usually like 6, 7 in the morning.
Imagine that.
Right. So you got a chance to sober up a little bit.
Now it's fucking. People used to just drive off the road, no problem.
No problem.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Cop would come. What happened? Had a couple too many at the office party. So I just took out these 3 rows of trees.
Right.
But I think it's Mr. Smith's property. I'll be back tomorrow, set things straight.
I'll fix the fence, officer.
Your wife is still bleeding. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, it's just unbelievable.
So true, man. I gotta say, my kids are horrified by fucking TV commercials.
What?
They have a seatbelt commercial that's just horrific.
Okay.
And my youngest can't sleep at night because of this fucking thing now.
No shit.
Yeah. And then we worry about all, curse words on TV and all that horse shit. It's these fucking commercials.
My God. Commercials.
Just a horrific, if you don't wear your seatbelt, this is going to happen type commercial.
Oh, enough now.
And
Everyone wears their seatbelt now because cars are so fucking annoying. Meh.
Right.
You have to.
But they put these commercials on shows that kids are watching. I don't want to be that guy, but it's annoying as fuck.
Well, at least the kid's scared of seatbelts or something, right?
Well, they know to put their seatbelt on.
They do, but it's good. The jolt system with a little tragedy.
Right. So,
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Place is quiet, Carl.
Yeah, man.
This is the calm before the storm here at La Cubana.
This is the calm before the storm.
We're in an empty restaurant as they put the final touches on it.
Yeah.
Are you happy, sad, indifferent?
Tired.
Just tired?
It's like making a bowling ball fly, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody now. Now when you get to this point, everybody's an expert. They don't know how to get to this point.
Right.
But at this point, you know what you should do, Carl? I'm like, listen, I've been doing this for a fucking year.
Yeah.
Go fucking jump in a vat of acid.
Right.
Because, once it's a building, like once it has chairs and a working bar and a kitchen, then the experts come out of the woodwork. When it was falling apart, no one knew what the fuck. It was like when it's just a pile of rubble. There's very few experts.
I was that guy that came in here early when it was just piles of, like you just said, rubble.
It was rubble.
And I was asking you, like, are you,
what happens from here? Right?
Yeah. I was like having anxiety attacks because I'm like, how the hell does this turn into what I'm now looking at?
Right.
And I was having literally panic attacks. I'm like, I go to Carl, I go, you sure you're going to be open in a month? You're like, oh, yeah, no problem. And I'm looking around like, how the hell did they put this thing together from this state?
Crazy.
Well, you guys are just experts at this shit.
But now the armchair quarterbacks come out. Oh, you know what? You should put some mirrors. Oh, shut up, dude. It's a finished restaurant now. Like, enough.
Well, why do they want mirrors? The place is big. Usually you use mirrors to try to make the place look bigger than it is, right?
Well, you want some mirrors. Like you want to put some mirrors just because people like to watch other people.
Oh, they like to take
see.
peeks.
Yeah.
Little peeks.
People really like to look at other people. You know that. You realize that in the restaurant business.
Really?
People really are. A lot of people are very, very.
At the bar or just?
Everywhere. People like looking at fucking people.
Well, that's why they like to eat in public.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a big part of it.
You want to, like, do some of that people watching.
Girls like to look especially.
Really?
They're big lookers to other girls. Girls look at other girls constantly. Like it was happening last night. Like when we did the opening, they're just staring at each other, lying to each other. You look cute. I love your hair.
Right.
Hate each other to the death.
Girls are the worst.
They're worst. It's just like, oh my God, you look so, yeah. I'm like, you guys fucking.
And then they walk away. I hate her.
Yeah, I hate her. She got so fat. But to their face, they're like, oh my God, I love your purse. That shit's fake. Like, it's just the pettiness.
I hate to say it, but women hating on women is the reason why you have Trump in office. All they had to do was, like, get together. Not that I wanted Hillary Clinton, but all they had to do was get together. They couldn't do it.
I know, right? All day, like, women strong, women united. And everyone turns around, they're in full-blown fistfights.
And they just needed 8 on Hillary. No particular reason, by the way. Not because of her politics, just because she's another woman.
Yeah.
You fucking idiots. You had it.
You had one job.
You had the first woman president right there in your sights.
But imagine that, like how historic it is. But it lost to Donald Trump. Like you couldn't lose to a worse dude, man. It's crazy.
It was the easiest election if you just stuck together.
It was so easy. Like when I saw that Trump was going to run for president, I said, why are they even running? Like, put a bum in there because Hillary's going to run away with the whole fucking thing.
Sure, right.
And she did. It's crazy.
Well, because you talk to women and they go, yeah, no, we voted for Trump.
Yeah. I know a lot of girls that voted for Trump.
But for no real good reason.
Just because they didn't like Hillary.
Because they don't like women.
Oh, my God, it's so fucking weird.
Why would you do that to yourself? You've been waiting your whole life for a woman president. She was right there. She wasn't perfect, but at least you get one in finally.
They put a bullet in her like Petals the bear.
Right.
And boom.
A woman president helps all women in the United States, I would assume.
Not today.
Not today.
Took a shot there.
Right.
And it looks like Trump's going to be president again.
You really think?
Oh, my God. The Democrats are looking crazy. Well, there's like 60 of them running.
They're lost. They gotta
they have no leadership.
They gotta get together and go, look, we can't have 80 fucking candidates. They got 80 candidates.
It's crazy.
Right.
It's like everyone's running for president. They have no message. It's just a shame.
I'm confused by the whole thing. Why
There's everybody.
Everybody. They don't. I mean, there's not enough time on TV.
No. And they're having all these like. Every day I have to hear a speech from a new one. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
Who the hell's Mayor Pete?
Mayor Pete?
Yeah. And then, you got... and they're moving so to the left. That's just insane.
That's really stupid.
It's like they're just trying to outdo each other.
Free
healthcare, free everything, free cars. Like I'm like, dude, you guys are not going to win a general election like that.
The only chance the Democrats have is you got to run a moderate.
Yeah,
you got to run a moderate. You can't all these extreme lefty ideas. Forget it.
Oh, I can imagine.
Are you the Australian guy?
I am the Australian guy.
All right. What were you doing? Talking to a dog or something?
No, a child, a baby.
Oh, a baby.
A baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you FaceTiming?
Yeah.
How old's your baby?
He's about to turn 1.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's when it gets fun.
I know. He's not actually mine, but I'm around him a lot, so.
Well, I don't know if I want to ask any more questions. You done for the day?
I am. I have to be somewhere.
All right, go ahead.
I'll see you tomorrow, Chef.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow we got a lot of food. I'm going to feed you good tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant. I'll bring Scruffy tomorrow.
Bring Scruffy, please.
What's Scruffy?
Scruffy's his dog.
Well, it's not. Again, it's not my dog.
What kind of dog?
Yeah, it's a mix between God knows what. He's a little rescue from the Arizonan desert.
Oh, that's so nice.
He's a cute little dog.
I'm allergic to dogs, though.
Oh, great.
I am. Why is that funny?
Sorry.
Do you have an EpiPen?
Anyway, he is cute.
He is.
And he stayed at home with the housekeeper today. So
good.
He'll be at work tomorrow.
All right.
See you then.
So long. Good talking to you.
Likewise.
All right. What does he do?
He designed the place. He does all the fall finishes. And
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love the place, by the way. I didn't know you designed the whole thing.
Well,
It-
painting the walls, yeah.
I really like it.
Thanks.
You did a great job.
Make it elaborate tomorrow or the day after.
All right.
Perfect.
The day after's it, isn't it?
That's what I heard, man. I mean, we're right around the corner, so let's go.
Who talks like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to help you out.
Like Sharada at the party.
I'm trying to
Why are you
just trying to
picking
get
at the wall?
everyone, huh?
Hey, OCD polar bear, stop fucking picking on the wall. You're picking a concrete off the wall. You've been doing it for an hour.
It's fresh concrete,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It feels very, I don't know, satisfying.
Oh, God.
All right.
All right.
Oh, so anyway, the Democrats. And then you think Trump's going to get it in 2020.
Well, they got some crazy shit going on. I mean, who's running? Bernie Sanders? Come on, bro.
I'm with you. I think they're way too left.
Way
too left.
They're way too left. And
I mean, it's great. You know what they
Biden looks like a Republican next to these fucking
right.
people.
They want free health care and free college. That's all wonderful ideas, but it ain't happening.
It's not happening. This is America.
It ain't happening. You can't run on that stuff.
You're not going to win. The middle of the country's going to be like, what the fuck is your problem?
Right. I agree with you, man. They got to get together. They got to knock half their candidates out and go, look, you don't have a fucking shot. You're wasting all our...
Like de Blasio's running for president.
He is the biggest joke. He's so unlikable.
But these guys are like a 1-2%. Like it's
right.
Ridiculous.
That's just his ego, right?
Yeah.
De Blasio?
It's got to be some money scam or something.
Yeah, he can't possibly think he could win. Well, he's the type of guy he thinks he could win, but...
Oh, yeah.
Most New Yorkers hate him.
He's hated. He's a piece of shit.
He's just not likable.
He's not likable.
The police don't like him.
Nobody. Especially when you change your name from William Wilhelm.
Oh, right.
His name isn't Bill de Blasio. It's William Wilhelm.
That's like a rich guy's name.
Yeah.
So,
the third or something.
He's very privileged.
Yeah, yeah. He's very privileged. All he does is wake up at 10 in the morning every morning and goes to fucking Park Slope for coffee, fucking with a giant police detail.
Really?
He's an ass.
Well, I'm not a fan. Not a fan, but...
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna jump on a city bike and go home now.
Send that thing right to the water.
Send it. You see all the pictures of people teasing they're gonna throw a city bike in the river.
Thing in the world.
And there you go. Were you able to fold the map? That's Ford's Theater. I found that in my bag from my Washington trip.
Boo.
Man. That's where Lincoln was killed.
Yeah.
But the beauty of Ford's Theater, when you go there,
right,
it's a replica. They don't really tell you that.
What do you mean it's a replica?
The whole thing collapsed. They redid it based on pictures and stuff.
Oh, really?
But you walk in there and you sit there and go, wow, look, it's just like it was that day when Lincoln was shot. And the fact is, it's not.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day after Lincoln was shot, the Army took over the space and just used it for storage and stuff. So they destroyed the whole theater to begin with. Oh. And then I think and then there was a fire or something and the whole thing collapsed. So what you see down there in Washington where Lincoln was shot, it's a replica.
Oh,
they used all sorts of pictures to put it back together.
That's stupid.
Isn't that dumb?
Yeah,
I'm sitting there like going, a-boo!
A-boo!
A-boo! But across the street, they still have the bed that he officially died in. Have you ever done that?
Nope.
You don't do the tourist thing?
In D.C.? I go to Ben's Chili Bowl and get some hot dogs.
It's kind of cool because you can still see the blood on the pillow and stuff.
Is it really?
All these years later. Yeah, man.
They shot him pretty good, huh?
They fucked him up pretty good.
How many shots was it?
I don't know. Was it one good one by, who was it? John
Weren't
Wilkes?
you there? Would you fall asleep during the whole fucking thing?
Well, as soon as I knew it was a replica, I didn't want to learn.
Oh, you lost interest?
I didn't want to learn.
So funny.
Why would I want to learn? Who was it? John Wilkes Booth?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something cool about John Wilkes Booth. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Someone's just cursing in the background.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
That's what happens. People get in trouble.
Did you know that Lincoln had a son? And John Wilkes Booth had a son? And you fast forward a bunch of years, and John Wilkes Booth's son saved Lincoln's son.
Huh.
I think he fell onto the train tracks or something. This is a true story. And John Wilkes Booth's son saved Lincoln's son. How weird is that?
That's really weird.
Is it cool?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Actually, let me make sure I got it right. Like, talk about La Cubana for a second. I got to go back to the Googs.
Boo.
Let's see. No, promote it, man, for real. Like, you can
La
have
Cubana, 15th Street. Spanish food. And
You want? Wait, it might have been John Wilkes Booth's. Wait, it can't be his son, right? I don't think he ever had a chance to have a son, right?
This story's falling apart.
No, it's not. Hold on. Saved. Hold on. Saved. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Edwin Booth saved Abraham Lincoln's son, Robert, from serious injury or even death. The incident occurred on a train platform in Jersey City.
Wow.
How cool is that? The exact date of the incident is uncertain, but it's believed to have taken place in late 1864 or early 1865. How do I read more?
I don't want to.
Why?
I'm bored.
That was it. That's all they got on the incident.
Wow.
I think that's kind of cool. No?
Not bad, Opie.
That's pretty good. Pulling that one out of my ass.
You did?
You look tired, bro.
I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. Oh, Nice. Little potteroo.
Potteroo, yes. And
What are you doing now?
I'm gonna go home.
Cool.
I'm gonna go chill out, hang out with my family, man.
Show your family pictures of your fishing.
What's wrong with that? It's my hobby, man.
I know it is. It is. It takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah, man.
Fishing is a long day.
It gives me peace.
I like that.
And tranquility.
All right. It's time to go.
Time to go?
I'm tired.
All right. Carl Ruiz, the Cubes,
Kips.
Chef Carl.
Yeah.
We are the calm before the storm, but you finally got to this place.
We got it. We got it open. Now the bleeding begins.
And now the people have to come and support.
Yeah. If not, we go out of business very quickly.
When will you know?
First day.
Get out of here.
You'll
After
know.
all this time. All this time, the first day open, you can tell if it's going to make it or not.
Yeah.
What, how is that possible?
Just a vibe. Just a vibe.
What do you mean? Just your gut?
Yeah, you're going to know. That's like, when I opened Marie's,
Right.
the minute I opened it, I knew it was going to be successful.
Why?
Well, because it just had that right feeling.
Right.
And the people's reactions were the same, were where I wanted it to be.
Right.
And it worked. And then there's restaurants that don't work.
Well, this is a giant restaurant.
Huh.
So how are you going to know the first day in? You'll just
You feel it. I'll know.
from the people go, shit, the bar's not right. Or
Oh, fuck.
really?
Yeah, that's how it feels. Like, you're like, fuck. It's one of those.
Really?
It's one of those restaurants. Like, you know it's going to fail. And then you just fucking try to stake around as long as you can.
Oh my God, that's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I've been in a couple of those.
How many restaurants have you opened?
30. This is my 30th.
Is this really your 30th? I saw
3-0.
you.
3-0.
I saw you say that on Twitter, I guess.
3-0. Someone's like, you own 30 restaurants? I'm like, Jesus Christ, people.
How many were successful?
Almost all of them.
I like that you were honest there.
Oh.
Most people would hide and go, all of them.
No, almost all of them. I lost 10.
So 20 out of the 30? Yeah. So that's good odds in the restaurant business.
Really good fucking
Because isn't it true that over half...
But some of them that I lost, 3 in particular, two in particular, were because I had a partner when I was married. And I never, she never listened to me.
Really?
Like, I'm like, listen, I've been doing this my whole life. We opened Marie's Chicken Joint, and she didn't want to listen to me on how to make a fried chicken sandwich. It was unbelievable. I'm like a fucking, and then I just gave up. I'm like, God, make whatever fucking shit sandwich you want to make.
So what kind of chicken sandwich did she make that was wrong?
It was just wrong. She wasn't on it. She knew it was like chicken breast instead of chicken thighs, so we have problems with dryness, all self-inflicted problems. And we sold it pretty quickly. And then we opened Marie's Seafood in Madison. And again, I said, no, it has to be the same as the one in Chatham. But she wanted different design and different stuff, and it didn't make it. That restaurant was a big financial loss. And then she opened, after we were divorced, she opened another Marie's in Parsippany, and it closed almost immediately. It didn't last 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
The restaurant business is scary.
Oh, it's brutal.
Don't most restaurants fail?
Restaurants are like cancer. You eventually get it, right?
Right.
Eventually your restaurant goes out of business.
Really?
All restaurants eventually go out of business.
Because people just,
Done.
even if they love your place, they get just bored of the food because
Look
they
at
want to try
New
something
York,
different.
Look how many restaurants are in New York City. Look how how little survive more than 20 years.
Oh, it's crazy.
They become legendary just for being alive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my neighborhood, it's unbelievable how the turnaround.
The upper parts of the city are brutal because it doesn't have that midtown commerce to keep them somewhat floating. It's old neighborhood people.
Right. Oh, and neighborhood people are picky as
Fuck. Fucking incredibly picky. Awful. Like this place there's not a neighborhood down here. This is like a club, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
15th Street. But you open something like in the 60s. Oh my God. And you see the same fucking awful rich people every day with their kids with the crayons and the fucking iPad and the stroller and the aunt from Connecticut and they just come and tear your life apart.
I want to talk to a manager.
Oh, no, they're like all the time, I need to speak to the CEO.
And the owner's like, yo, it's me. I know you.
It's me. I know you. What's wrong with
right.
you?
Yeah.
Your kid's drawing on the glass again.
What do you mean you want to talk to a manager? Let's talk this out.
Stop.
We're in the same neighborhood.
We're exactly. And then people don't give a fuck. They'll eat you all. This banana's terrible. Like, burn your whole fucking place down because of a banana.
All right. I think we did it.
We did it.
We are very excited for Carl it's so weird just in the empty space, man. It's a giant location. It's on 15th Street between 9th and 10th Avenue. 150 seats.
150.
And as we record this podcast, you're just a couple days away from this being open.
Yep.
So, Carl, good luck to you, brother.
Hope it makes it. If not, everyone will know.
And then what happens?
Get another job. Maybe we could do something in radio or something.
I'm thinking about it.
You know what I mean?
I'm finally thinking about
Get me
it
out of
again.
this fucking hell.
I'm finally thinking about it.
You know, being a chef is bad when I want to be in radio.
And I kind of want to be in the chef business.
You know?
No.
You want to open a restaurant? We can open a restaurant.
Ooh, small, though. Let's go small. What do you think?
I know what I want to do.
What?
Like what my retirement restaurant's going to be.
What is it?
It's going to be called Honest Carl's.
And what is that?
Just food that I like to eat.
Oh, that's smart.
Honest Carl's. So I just want a little bar.
Right.
A little kitchen. And it's going to make an honest hamburger.
Right.
Honest wings.
Right.
Just food that I like to eat. Pot pies.
So just a little of everything.
Yeah.
This is the shit I eat and
This is
enjoy.
shit that I eat. And at honest price, you can just come and eat normal and drink normal.
I don't like the word honest.
You don't like it?
How about food that shit that Carl eats?
Oh, that sounds like a hit.
It would be.
Shit that Carl eats?
Yeah, man. If you walk by a place that just says shit that Carl eats.
First of all, you can't put shit on a sign.
Why? Well, you could do asterisks for the eye.
I hate getting a restaurant advice from you more than anything, I think.
Why? You do shit, but you have an asterisk for the eye. You're good. But people all know that it says shit.
Because it says shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do that. That's
Why?
stupid. I hate that idea.
It's a great idea.
Oh, it's not a great idea because someone would have done it.
Who's not walking into a place that says shit?
A lot of people.
Why? Just because of shit?
Yeah.
What, they're going to assume that there's shit in the food?
Probably. People are really
No,
stupid.
come on.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm not doing it.
And neon lights.
Oh, yeah. You're
And make sure the shit really fucking
Oh, you are a fucking
lights up.
designer. You are fucking a star maker.
Well, how would you do it?
Honest Carl's. That's what the name of the restaurant would be.
I don't like honest.
Who the fuck cares what you like?
Shit that Carl eats.
I'm not doing that.
All in capital letters, too.
Ew.
I see it right now.
Look at that.
I see it right now, look.
Imagine
Close your
answering
eyes.
the phone there. Shit that Carl eats.
Yes.
So fucking stupid.
It's not stupid.
I'm not doing it. All right, I'm going home.
But I want to talk about shit that
No,
Carl...
we're
What?
done.
What do you mean we're done?
I want to go home.
I want to go home. All right, we did it.
Shit that Carl eats. What a terrible name.
Dude, it's great.
No, it's not.
What kind of font would you use?
Brown? You want to do it brown? Like just
No,
to
a
really...
font. You don't know fonts? Let's look up some fonts.
Come on, that's it.
What do you mean that's it? I'm going to talk you into shit that Carl eats. Let's look up fonts.
Any news, Brian?
I don't know if it's gonna hit. It's after 5 already.
Fuck.
What's the news you're waiting for?
I need money.
What happened?
Huh? Money.
What?
Oh, all of a sudden you go...
What happened? What happened?
You know what happened?
What happened? All right, Carl. Good luck to you. La Cubana, 15th Street between 9th and 10th Avenue. Come in and at least have a drink and check out the place, right?
That's it?
That's all Carl's asking. I think a lot of the people that listen to this podcast are definitely checking this place out. So, all right. With that, we did it. Joey? Joey? Oh, Joey!
Huh?
Joey, you usually come in right about now. Joey! Joey? Joey! Joe. All right, Carl. There goes Carl. We did it.
That was funny.